There, I'm Milo, and today I'm streaming a game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Hold on, I'll sit a little closer. Hi, I'm sick today, so my voice is a little hoarse, and I may not talk as much as normal, but here we've got the Guardian Legend, a compile shooter. Of course, compile are well known for their shooters from the 80s to the early 2000s. I'll talk more about them as we go on. First of all, oh wow. Hi Tony. Seems like you're doing well. Okay, some plot here. Long ago, an alien race sent a huge world hurtling toward the Earth, loaded with a cargo of mysterious life forms. You must battle your way deep within the alien world to destroy its vicious inhabitants. You are the Guardian of the Earth, and your saga will become the Guardian Legend, hence the title. Now, in Japan, this game is called Gardic Gaiden. It's actually a spin-off or sequel to a game called Gardic, which was on the MSX. It was a single-screen shooter, so like an older arcade shooter kind of thing, but each time you cleared a screen, it would give you a new screen layout. So, I don't know, it was pretty interesting, I guess. So we've got some passwords if we get stuck and I decide I want to see the end of the game, but... and there's also one... Well, let's just get going. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, at first this looks like a shooter, but there's actually two game modes, or game states. Like, we'll see it as we go on, but there's a simple password that you can input that makes you just do the shooting stages and not the other kinds of stages. Now, this is the kind of shooter that doesn't kill you in one hit, which is nice. I appreciate that. Have a quite extensive health bar, although I think given the game's structure we want to conserve that health. Oh, I thought that was a power up. It was Achilles down. Yeah, that's bad. Do these things die? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm slowing down. Anyway, Gibbon's here, hello, and Tony is here. Good to see you. Tony says he's just removed some toxic people from his life. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, hope you're doing well. And yes, of course, Tony is the one to point out that Compile is better known for the Puyo Puyo games. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I lost a lot of health to that blue whatsamajigger earlier. So there's some numbers down here, X11, Y12, I don't know what this means. I'm in area 0, but do I have lives? Nope, it's game over. Okay, I start again, I suppose. We didn't even get to any other segments of the game. Well, we'll see. Gibbon's opening comment, don't die. Yeah, too late, I guess. So yeah, Compile, they were a pretty successful company for a while there. They did, you know, Puyo Puyo games, and I guess people know Puyo Puyo these days, but back when they were first released, they were mostly just in Japan, and if they brought them out over here, they sort of reskinned them. So you got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Mega Drive, and you got Kirby's Ghost Trap or Kirby's Avalanche on the SNES. Oh, Given was actually talking about my real life health when he said don't die. Okay, I'll try, but also don't die in the game. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a mild cold. It sounds worse than it is. I felt worse yesterday, but I'm not as bad today. Oh, still losing a lot of health here. But I can hit these things to destroy them. What's this do? Nothing. It blocks my shots, but it doesn't block me or anything. Alright. That's a milestone, I guess. Now what's this in the bottom left corner? There's a heart and then a 3. That's not a life counter though. Oh, it just went down to 2. What's that mean? This game is inscrutable to me. So yeah, Puyo Puyo, they also, so Compile also made these spin-offs of Puyo Puyo games called Mado Monogatari, which I think means story of magic. Actually, I should have looked that up. Mado is like a magician, I guess. Oh, the red thing contained a heart. Yeah, so that's game over again. I'll load back to here. Some people stream as like, I don't know. My point is, this is not a demonstration of my gaming skill. It's more a demonstration of the game itself. So I don't have a problem with saving and loading. And speaking of that, this year I'm playing games about women, and you wouldn't know it yet, but the main character of the Guardian Legend is a lady. I don't know her name. I saw 2 different names written somewhere, so I think there's a localized name and an original name. But hopefully that comes up in the plot, otherwise I'll just have to look it up. The other phase of the game that I've been alluding to has you walking around as the person outside of the ship. So we'll see that soon. Ooh, pain. Ah yes, the red thing opened when I shot it a few times, and a heart was there, but I couldn't get to it. Let's try that again. So yeah, looking for games about women, this came up on the list, and in fact, when I mentioned this theme the other week, it was a few weeks ago on stream, the first thing Gibbon suggested to me was this game, Guardian Legend. So I want to ask Gibbon at some point, why is it that you thought of this game, and tell me about why you like it. But we'll see some parallels as we continue in the game, hopefully, with some other games that we might know about. So Tony's correcting me on something here. Mado Monogatari is the original game, and Puyo Puyo is a spin-off of that that became popular and sort of overtook as the main branch that people know about, I guess. So yeah, good to know. Mado Monogatari stars Al Naja, who is a character in Puyo Puyo. I don't really know much about Puyo Puyo, but there's apparently characters in it. See, the problem is, as you destroy more of these things and there's less of them, they start shooting faster, it seems, and then it's much harder to avoid. Yeesh. Okay, so yeah, Mado Monogatari was, it had quite a few installments, even after Puyo Puyo got popular. Come on. It's one of those first-person dungeon crawler things that were very popular, especially in Japan at the time, in the 80s. Although it has other spin-offs, like a JRPG, like Final Fantasy style game. And yeah, so Puyo Puyo is like a match 3 puzzle thing, if you don't know. You drop little blobs down and you got to match the blobs so that they destroy each other. Yeah. So about Compile, they were around for a while, pretty successful, but in 2002 some of the employees left. I didn't quite catch why, but you know, this happens a lot in the industry. Well, I don't know, they don't have enough independence from their publisher, or they just want to have a fresh start. So the CEO of Compile left to form his own company. Yoink! Health's... it filled me all the way back up. So I guess that number indicates... I don't know what it indicates, who cares? We'll figure it out. I can't draw any conclusion right now. But anyway, if someone is reading this, I must have failed. This star, Naju, was our home. But we were invaded by evil life forms. Everyone except me was killed. Wow, tragic story. I'm going to try to activate the self-destruct device. If I fail, I would like you to do this task so this cannot happen to any other race. The self-destruct mechanism is protected by a safety device which is located in the underground corridors. Remove each seal and go deep inside Naju. If you destroy all 10 safety devices, the self-destruct sequence will be deactivated. I don't have much time. I hope this message will not be read by anyone. It will mean that I have failed. Apparently they failed. So this is the world that was on a collision course with Earth. Oh, right. This is one of those like Zelda 1 things where the text is sort of displayed on the screen, not as a separate cutscene. Alright, so this is me. Again, I don't know the name, so I don't know if someone could look that up, that'd be helpful. Otherwise, she will be known as the Guardian. And she has been sent by Earth, so Earth is in a peaceful state, but just in case, I guess, they developed this robot suit and they got what's-her-face here to pilot it, and as it happens, a giant space station colony world thing was on a collision course with Earth, and now you know the rest of the story. I set Seal 6 very well. You'll need a special weapon to break it. Alright. Let's catch up on chat for a minute. Yes, so Gibbon knows the game mostly as a sort of spiritual predecessor to Sigma Star Saga, since it's a hybrid shooter/adventure gameplay. Yes, indeed, and I played Sigma Star Saga on stream at Gibbon's suggestion, so... okay, I don't know what that does. I really should have read the manual, jeez. I was looking up background about the game instead of looking up, like, useful things that would help me in the game. Yeah, so Sigma Star Saga was interesting. It was that way forward game that had... It was kind of a JRPG, sort of, but instead of turn-based battles that randomly happen, you get these shooter stages that randomly happen. Okay, gonna guess that restores health because it's got a cross. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that... Nope, that didn't restore my health. If Sigma Star Saga was inspired by this game in some way, but I don't really know for sure. Ooh, a thing. It made a red box appear. Now I think these red boxes are known as Randers or Landers or something, and they're common to a few different compile shooters. It's a common feature. So yeah, already we've got this interesting game structure where it's sort of free roaming. Maybe I need to press a button here. Oh, a map. Wow, that's a big map. Golly golly. Okay. My buttons do nothing. What was I saying? That's the other thing about being sick, is my brain doesn't work as well. Sigma Star Saga? Hybrid gameplay. So, Gibbon's also mentioning here Blaster Master, which is the first thing I thought of when I heard about how this game is structured. Yeah, what is this? Oh. Random encounter or random happening. Okay. Doesn't seem that threatening. Yeah, anyway, I was talking about compile breaking apart. So the CEO, whose name I didn't write down unfortunately, he started his own company called Ike, and they were formed in 2002, but oh, there was like a face in there. I'm so confused by this game. Yeah, that's it. Mu Nitani. Thank you, Tony. That's the guy who was the boss of Compile. What I read online was that he was unlike other CEOs in that he got actively involved in development of games, which is cool. He wasn't just like a business guy. Which, you know, depending on the size of your company, small companies often have bosses who are involved actively in development. Yeah, Mu. Oh, that was guessed by Tony. Yeah, I think it's close enough. It was definitely Moo was like his pseudonym. Oh yeah, tell me about that, Tony, because like I was saying, when Ike was formed, not long after that, Compile itself was unformed. They shut down, and luckily Ike managed to scoop up the copyrights for a lot of Compile series, including Alesta, which is another shooter series of theirs, which also, well, sometimes it has a woman as the star, so I was sort of looking into that as well, in addition to this game. But an exception to them, to Ike holding on to Compile's copyrights, was Puyo Puyo, the rights to which went to Sega. So, okay, so I'm just finding symbols under these things. Am I supposed to be noting these down? So X and Y at the bottom must be map coordinates, but I don't know the significance of the symbols, so I don't know. I think I really need to look at a manual in a minute. Okay, health, thank you. Yeah, so Sega got Puyo Puyo, specifically Sonic Team makes it mostly now. But funnily enough, one of Ike's few games, because they didn't last long either, I don't think, they made like a port of Alesta. What's this? What is this? What am I doing? Corridor 1. What does that mean? There's got to be something. Yeah, so they made a kind of clone of Puyo Puyo called Pochito Nya, about a dog and a cat, and very familiar sort of match 3 gameplay. Because they couldn't make Puyo Puyo, but they wanted to make a Puyo Puyo. Yeah, Tony's saying that they... Yeah, so Sega loaned some money to Compile and they couldn't pay it off. And Sega, as a result of that, that's how they got the rights to Puyo Puyo. And that's what made Compile bankrupt. And Puyo Puyo games were coming out on other platforms, but they had to have a Sega copyright as part of the loan deal. Okay, oh, that's interesting. So Gibbon says that he's looking at a manual scan. The character is just called the Guardian and says that she's a gynoid, which is a female android. Andro is like a word for a male person, and gyno for a female person, hence the term androgynous, or should it be pronounced gynoid? You know, I really don't know. But androgynous has the words for andro and gyno, male and female, because they appear to be between the two, something like that. So there's some facts for you. If there's a specifically female android, it's a gynoid, or gynoid, I don't know. And she apparently transforms into the plane that was flying around earlier, which reminds me of, I don't know, what's that thing? Nier Automata? Oh no, that's a separate plane. Yeah, whatever. Right. Oh, this is complicated. Tony's talking about Puyo stuff. Oh, Macross does the robots transforming into thingies, planes. Anyway, I'm gonna look at a manual real quick. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I'll open it up over here. Just enjoy this music for a minute. Oh, yeah, of course. Right, so this Naju thing that we're in is apparently a giant sphere. It seems metallic on the outside, but we're in a section called the Labyrinth, which is the surface of the sphere, and inside... Oh, I got a power-up that made my gun better. Nice. So inside the sphere is a zone called the Dungeon, which is presumably is the shooter stages. Mysterious corridors created by the huge evil life forms. So, I'm kind of reminded of Gantz, and I say this is a family-friendly stream, so please don't look up Gantz if you want to retain your children's purity. But that kind of ends with, oh, spoilers I guess, but there's a giant colony ship that's populated by giant life forms. It's not in the same way as this, like, abandoned, but and obviously it came off a long time after this. What's going on with these symbols? Alright, I'm gonna keep looking at that manual in a minute, because I still don't understand the point of this game. Okay, just to catch up on chat, the Moo guy had a spiritual successor, crowdfunder for a Puyo Puyo successor, but it failed. Compile actually kept Mado Monogatari, but not the characters. So they needed to pay Seeger off. Yeah. And they went bankrupt. Yeah, a Japanese version of Kickstarter site thingy, and it bombed. Yeah, given bringing up a quote I read, which is that this game was sort of made with the intent of combining elements of Zelda, Metroid, and 1942, which is Capcom's first big hit, a World War II flight shooter. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Tony summing up, Puyo Puyo was the game that made Compile go from small company to decently sized, and then they screwed up and lost Puyo Puyo, and then died. And yeah, given bringing up Blaster Master, this actually predates it, of course, which was a very successful game for Sunsoft on the NES. Given saying he loves Gantz, but it's pretty effed up. Oh yes, I read through it all while I had an ear infection, just sort of lying on my side so that the drops didn't drip out, and just flicking through it, and yeah, good times. Tony, I told you not to look up Gantz. Oh, I got a sword thing. Aha. Ooh. Okay, so now I can swap between no use. Oh, okay, I've got a few different things. I'm running out of shots. Weapon power use chip 4. So every time I use it, I lose chips? Oh, no. But what? Can I use chips to upgrade it, maybe? But I only have a number of shots to use it. To use thingy stuff. I don't... Okay, cool. Why is Squidward in it? I don't know what you mean. Squidward. I don't think Squidward's in it. I mean, there's different kinds of aliens that look different, but I don't remember what one would be Squidward. Okay, I'm really actually going to read the manual this time, because I'm getting so confused. Yeah, safety, blah blah blah, fire with B. Secondary weapons are limited by a power chip maximum and the number of power chips you're carrying. Some secondary weapons consume more power chips than others. Okay, so the idea is they do use chips to use them, so that's what shot is actually equivalent. So every time I use this weapon, it'll use 3 chips, and I have 100, that means I can use it 33 times, so that's what that means. There's just the one resource. You can pick up power chips, Explore as much as possible. Naju is big and there are lots of things to discover. If you kill the master monsters at the end of each corridor, part of the safety system may activate or you may get a key. The lights that are blinking at entrances to corridors. Okay, so I think I need to go to corridors. So I'm the blinking blue and red one, and the one that's white and red blinking is where I need to go for a corridor. But I can also explore to get stuff, like to upgrade myself. The Guardian is a highly sophisticated aerobot transformer. It can assume 2 different shapes depending on which area of Naju is being explored. Human shape, the Guardian uses this form when exploring the labyrinths. Fighter shape, when the Guardian enters... When the Guardian enters the dungeons, it transforms into a fighter aircraft. So that's how we started. If someone is reading this, I must have failed. Oh, I started here. Alright. So, I don't know why these circle things are different. Are they teleporters? Let me go back in there. So I'm there. If I go in here... Yeah, so... Why don't we head over to that blinking circle and figure it out. Ah, Tony. Just a curious duck. You know what they say, curiosity. I put some weapons in these boxes. Take them out of the boxes to use them. Some weapons have been stolen by some of the life forms. If you need these weapons, you have to destroy the life forms. All weapons need power chips, you must search for them. Okay, so maybe the symbols mean that the weapon has been stolen and I gotta kill stuff? I don't know. Whatever. That's weird. We'll figure out this game as we go, I suppose, because the manual isn't that helpful. It describes all the different types of weapons, but I don't want to experiment with them just to use up my it'll use up my chips. So the face I saw before is the blue lander. Actually, it's like a little character with little feet. And there's a red version, and they increase your maximum resource stuff. And there's some art of some monsters. So yeah, this wasn't really helpful. I guess the symbols in the boxes mean what I said, but I don't really know. Anyway, let's keep talking about this game because it's cool. I don't want to... maybe I do want to go up here. So, yeah, this hybrid gameplay stuff. I don't know if it super caught on really, but certainly Blaster Master used it. That was a big hit for Sunsoft. Had a few sequels. Recently had that nice, I don't know, reboot, I guess you might call it, on the... was that only on Nintendo systems, Switch and 3DS? Anyway, it was pretty cool. Blaster Master Zero by Inti. Love Inti a lot because of their Mega Man Zero games. I want to play something related to that later on this stream later in the year. So that certain other factors will have to happen. Ah yes, it was Nintendo only, so it's given. Alright, so let's go to this corridor thing that I was in before, and I couldn't figure it out. So... there's a symbol here, and there's a symbol here. What does it mean? Key. Maybe I need a key to get in. Maybe? Oh, thanks, Gibbon. He's looking up some info for me. The Japanese... Oh, it opened. Sure. I guess I just had to shoot it a bunch. Alright, let's transform into fighter mode and... Oh yeah, transformation sequence. Oh, that was so cool! The human part is on the bottom. Oh, weird. That's really interesting. Okay. So now we're here, and I believe we have a better gun, maybe? I don't really know. I forget what it looked like in the opening stage. But yeah, this is a really interesting shooter in that it's so sort of, you know, open-ended in between the shooting bits. Like I said, there is a password that can remove the exploring part entirely, and you just play through the shooting stages as a traditional shooter type game, shmup. But that would be, you know, cutting out the unique factor of this game. Oh, these fish, they're really... There's a lot of them. Oh boy. Okay. I wonder if I can use sub-weapons. That's just a seahorse. What? Although that kind of reminds me of Gantz too. You had aliens that were just in the form of seemingly normal looking things. But let's stop talking about manga that people really shouldn't look up with other people around. Yeah, Gibbon also likes the transformation sequence, yeah. Oh, I got something, I'm not sure what it was. Ah, frantic. Let's try and take out as many fish as we can. Oh boy. A hole, oh no! Whoa, cool! What a great effect! Oh, I'm losing health badly. And I missed the box. Let's deal with this. Yes, got the box. Restored some health. Ow. Okay, the blue one is health, actually. You know what? I'm not sure. Oh, not you again. Okay, the fish after an attack pattern, they just swim off, so I don't have to prioritize killing every one of them. Oh boy. Okay, we took out that eye. Ow! Well, that's a brutal attack pattern. This is not good. Very low on health. Okay, 0 health. Ooh. Now that's game over, isn't it? But I have continue. Oh. Okay, so it put me back here, but it looks like I kept all the stuff that I'd collected. Where did I... Alright, I'll just load at the start of the stage, that's fine. Well, not the start, but yeah. Alright, we'll do better this time. Health, nice. Whew. Okay. So, let's see now. Yes, Gibbon has brought up an important fact, which is that the box art for this game is awesome. So, it's worth looking at all of them because there's an interesting comparison to be made. In fact, there's an article on, or a blog post, on the Hardcore Gaming 101 blog, which is a thing that doesn't get used very often, but and I think it's an old post, but well worth checking out. It goes into the 3 different box arts for North America, for PAL, and for Japan, and sort of tracing the inspiration behind the pieces of art there. So it's one of the you know, there's a lot of interesting things about the game, but the box art is certainly one of them. We'll start with the US one because it's the worst one. It's just like it's quite boring. It's just a pair of eyes on like some wasteland background. I don't know what it's supposed to be because it doesn't really fit the story, but I guess it looks evocative. It's definitely the least interesting of... Oh, so much sprite flickering. Yeah, the least interesting of the 3. But it was also found to be just a rip-off of a movie poster for the 1980... What was it? 1985 movie The Creature. So there's a comparison image on that blog post, and yeah, it's just a direct copy. I think I've increased my health with one of the power-ups I've got. That's nice. It was 8 before, now it's 10. So, you know, that did happen back in the day. Video game box art, just ripping off movie posters. There's actually, again, Hardcore Gaming 101 blog. There was a thing they wrote at one point about action games that had specifically ripped off like poses of the characters from action movie posters. Alright, so we've done much better now, coming up to the boss. So we'll save there, that's good. Oh, and there's more good art in the Japanese manual, so it's given. So that's good, I'll check that out later. But yeah, so whoever was commissioned to make the American box art, like, I don't know why they wanted to change it in the first place, because they're idiots. But yeah, they just ripped off this poster. The original Japanese box art that Gibbon mentioned is really cool looking. It's that gynoid concept we were talking about earlier. I should say gynoid because it's giant in the word androgynous, but yeah. Kind of Giger-esque, you might say. But yeah, there were some parallels drawn in the article between another artist, a South American artist. I forget his name. Sorry, I'm not good with the names today, but just check out the article. But yeah, it wasn't actually, it was drawn by this Japanese artist called, you know, I did write this one down. Hang on. It's right here. Naoyuki Kato. And yeah, it's like a female form, but all in metal and cables and pipes and stuff. It's really kind of surreal and interesting looking. It doesn't quite match the sprite so much, but it's a really cool, yeah, image art style. I like it a lot. Why don't we try using a different weapon and see if that helps us? Bow! Nope. Okay, so A. So, okay, this one shoots in the direction that I'm moving, so maybe not that useful. Let's try another one, this one. And I noticed it wasn't actually using a whole chip each time I fired. So A button is the special shot. Okay, this one surrounds me, and each time it kills an enemy, it consumes... No, or is it time? Over time, it just uses ammo. Okay, so that's fine. Let's try this one. Oh, nice. That's like a hit scan weapon. Presumably the power is high, but it uses up a lot of chips as I use it. Whew. Let me take a breather for a minute. I'll have a drink. Yeah. Alright. Yes. Sorry about chat. I haven't been reading it much, but I'll just get through talking about the box art because the European or PAL box art also looks really interesting and has a similar kind of female robot design, but in a very different way. It's less sort of surreal, almost body horror like robotic subversion of the human form, and more like a lady wearing a cool skin-tight robot suit with butterfly wings. I guess in a basic sense it's a similar... It can be like a similar kind of feel, but it's less, I don't know, horrific. Not horrific, but I don't know, stuff. It's cool. What it reminded me of, and actually, the article brings this up too, but I thought of it before reading the article, so, the Mega Man 2 box art for Europe, you know, back in the bad box art days, it's a lot like that. Although that seems to be more directly based on the gynoid artwork style of Hajime Sorayama, who is known for that kind of thing. It's like a human face, but covered in shiny metal. The metal on the Japanese box art is a lot more dull looking. So yeah, check out that article and the box arts. They're all interesting in their own way. I'm just gonna spam and hey, you know what? That worked. That worked really well. But I seem to have lost. Oh, okay. Oh! Now I get it. Those symbols that I've been revealing. Now that I have the right key symbol, that means that when I see one of those, I can get through it or something. Okay. It's all coming together eventually, you know, finally. Alright, what does this mean? So I seem to have lost my special attack upgrade that gave me a multi-shot thing. But that's okay, because we got through the boss, and that's what I wanted to do. We'll save our chips for the next boss, I guess. And continue on. So that's just sitting there now. Okay, fine. Let's go out. No? Oh! Ooh. Here we go. So it's a teleporter? Am I in a different... Oh, wow. I've opened up a new area of the labyrinth, it looks like. Interesting stuff. So I'll go up there and continue to the next one that I can see. And then maybe I'll go back to those other two that opened up as well. Cool. I feel like I'm making progress now. I feel like I'm understanding the mechanics. Funnily enough. Okay. Oh! And my gun has improved as well. So I guess chip thresholds give you a better basic gun. So it's like a trade-off. You can use a more powerful weapon, but it will degrade your basic shot if you do so. Okay. Cool. I'm glad that I have the hang of this, although I wish it had come earlier. Alrighty. Yes, so I think I've talked about all the box art as much as I wanted to. Just check out that article, really. It's pretty interesting. Got some other examples and stuff. Huh. The box is already destroyed here. What does that mean? I think enemies can drop stuff, so it might be worth my while to try and kill some every now and then. I wonder what these are. So, the people who made this colony ship, they were destroyed by some kind of alien. I guess the things that destroyed them is what I'm fighting. But who are they? Who were they? That's what I want to know. Well, killing those did nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Alright, let's see how chat's doing. Where I left off, Tony had been looking at Gantz and given... Whoa! That was some big damage. So I know I can upgrade my health as I go on. Maybe the case is that I should try and improve that before coming to certain areas of this game. Sort of gated by difficulty. My gun isn't well, presumably if I hit it enough it would die, but yeah. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, so given found from the Japanese manual, or from information derived from the Japanese manual, that this the aerobot, the Guardian that I'm playing as, is named Miria. Codename System DP. I don't know what the DP is supposed to stand for. Let's not speculate. Probably destruction power. Nah, probably not. Wow, that's one big pincer on that crab. I like the mini boss thing. They just randomly appear, and they're not too challenging, so that's nice. Alright, two things. I'm not sure what that was, but that is health. Okay. So we're gonna wind our way around that way. I don't like the cicadas. Go away. And yes, blah 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 blah. Yes, Gibbon said the transformation sequence is awesome. Tony's claiming that Compile wanted to build a theme park. So that's an arrow. I assume I should follow the arrows. I hope this isn't a Lost World situation. I mean, Lost Woods. Oh, seriously? It's just going to send me in a circle? What happens if I destroy all the boxes? Probably nothing. But you never know. Ah, they're following me. Ow, ow, ow. So would Compile's theme park be like based on its properties? Because you've got your Puyo, which is cool. They also are responsible for Load Runner, which was insanely successful, especially, you know, in Japan, but also internationally, thanks to Bredebund. Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that O, but it was kind of an affectation anyway. They're not, like, as far as I know, I don't think they're from the part of the world that uses characters like that as part of language. Yeah, what else? Stuff. So yeah, Load Run is pretty successful. Give me the blue things. Ow, 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 ow. That was very disastrous for me. So I think I've just come in a big circle. Oh, interesting. Oh, so there's special rooms. Set your weapon to no use and press button A. Done. Word check. Oh, that gives me a password. Oh, I can put in a new password. Wrong word. The above word is right. Go out. Yeah, some kind of Englishy text there. But yeah. Okay. So that's all very interesting, but I need to load back to when I had more health, because I didn't actually make any progress there. Okay, so talking of stolen artwork in box covers. Ooh, a new enemy. A spider that changes color. Whoa, it's a replicating spider. Oh, there's lots of them. I'm getting out of here, please. Ow, 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 ow. Spooky. Yeah, once again, the flicker there, as we see that the nest couldn't handle that many sprites at once, reliably. Now, yes, so Gibbon mentioned that Dragon's Lair, the very popular Laserdisc game, which was ported to other systems, it was like an FMV thing, but using animation. Corridor 11, I only just beat Corridor 1. Was it 1 or was it something else? I don't know. Yeah, Dragon's Lair. Just used the title logo of Dragon Slayer, which was a Disney live-action movie about dragons, and just they completely ripped off the logo and changed a few letters and added a space, says Gibbon. Interesting how most of the enemies in these sections have been aquatic so far. We have the seahorses, the fish, we got little crabs, we got those things that are like, I don't know, what are they, anemone, coral things? I don't know, stuff. And yeah, starfish. I wonder if that's a theme for a reason, or if there'll be other types of enemies in different places. Okay, different colored fish. Are they any tougher? I doubt it. Probably just a palette swap. Let's see. Ah, yes. Gibbon's saying he really needs to sit down with this game again. I think you had the same reaction when I was playing Sigma Star Saga, didn't you? Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, there's more. Yeah, Tony's saying that he wants to find the concept art, but it was pretty ambitious. The Compile theme park. It would have had a Puyo Castle, really insane, cool stuff. Yeah, and when you think of theme parks, like, it might have been different to what you're thinking of, because in Japan they have more commonly these like indoor theme parks, which mainly have like a bunch of arcade machines and maybe some live shows and stuff, and interactive like stuff, but on a smaller scale and inside like a mall. Oh man, oh, I'm dead. Wow, how did that happen so quickly? Oh good. Yeah, so like Sega and Namco, a lot of companies have their own indoor theme parks in Japan. Now I recognize this guy from a screenshot I saw somewhere. Tony says while he's watching me play, he's also playing Drill Dozer on his SNES Mini, just as Gibbon was playing it as well during last week's stream, although it's less appropriate here, but anyway. Yeah, good game. I've gotten further in it since then. I kept playing it, like I said I would. And it actually got a lot more interesting, like, on the very level after I finished the stream. So I kind of regret that, but if I'd kept going, it would have got too long. Yeah. And there's been a few other kind of world environments and stuff. You know, this boss is pretty easy. I can avoid all its attacks without too much trouble and get some shots in. It's just a tricky diagonal shot or two might catch me out, so kind of have to focus. But yeah, glad to hear that you hacked your SNES Mini. That should be the fate of all such consoles. I definitely hacked mine. I haven't gone the extra step of putting the third-party emulators on, but I've got a ton of cool SNES games on there. But yeah, it can support all kinds of emulators. But yeah, keep it up. And make sure to talk about it in the Game Club Discord. Thanks, Tony. And of course, his friend was the one who picked it, so he's saying that he doesn't want to let Nova down. Yes, indeedy. I do feel a little bad because there hasn't been quite as much activity for Nova's pick as there has been in previous months. Yeah, woo, thanks, Gibbon. That boss was not as bad as the last one, but I feel like I got through it with skill instead of mashing. Oh, that's another sub-weapon, I think. Whoa, where did all these sub-weapons come from? Dude. I better try some out later. Maybe I'll put on a cheaper one right now and see how I do. Okay. So, I didn't actually get a symbol there, did I? No, I didn't get one, but I found two more. Oh, I found gateways to go through. Okay. Anyway, I was hoping for a bit more of a health refill, but no such luck. Okay, so that's a shot that goes off to the sides of me. What's this one? Oh, did I use that one already? Oh, good. Health. Okay, what's this do? Slow moving but powerful. Got it. This one? That's like a grenade. Okay, it's got an arc and then an explosion. And finally... Oh, mini boss time. And as I predicted, my shot has degraded thanks to losing chips. So I think I have a handle on how that works. So this is like the sword, but it shoots off to the sides. Okay. So I can use it while running alongside something. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I'll just load back here, that's fine. And I won't use any of my chips now. But I will go back for that health pickup. Oh, I guess it was just randomly dropped by an enemy. But I guess I'll see if the RNG rolls the same. Will I just refresh the screen, so maybe not. Please stop chasing me. Oh. I'll try that one more time. But I can always get health pickups elsewhere. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that Compile is known for their shooters, partially, among other things. Yee! In particular, one series that they were pretty prolific with is called Alesta, or Alest. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but the Japanese has like Adesta on the final syllable, so I'm just going to call it that. Also known as, what was that other name? It was so generic that I've completely forgotten it. Gosh. No, that wasn't it. Power Strike. That was it. Power Strike. Some of the titles in the series were localized as that. Although there was at least one that was made just for like overseas markets. There was one on the Sega Master System. Oh, hang on, sorry. I was checking something. I didn't switch back to chat. Okay, chat's fine. Tony's asking if he can compare these Japanese indoor theme parks to like a Chuck E. Cheese. I guess. Oh man, that's out of control. I cannot deal with that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe my chip maximum is just 100. I think those blue things might restore chips. I don't know. Nah, that's no good. Get out of here. Alright, we need to leave this place and go to a different place. And then... Oh man, I shouldn't have used that thing. Try and get some chip restoration at some point. But yeah, the whole shot thing, like being upgraded and downgraded in these sections, also reminds me of Blaster Master. Yeah, anyway. Stuff. Whatever. Keep moving. There's a lot of ground to cover in this game, apparently. But yeah, this seems like kind of the opposite structure to Blaster Master, because you had the top-down sections as sort of interiors to... Yep, I was right. The blue things restore your chips, and when I got to 100, I got my multi-shot back, so that's cool. Yeah, it had the overhead sections as, like, you... There was a side-scrolling bit, and then you enter, like, a gateway, and you go into, like, a little dungeony overhead area. But yeah, it's the opposite in this game, which is interesting. Not the exact opposite, but so down and left. It's so handy having a map. I like it. You don't have to draw your own maps. Not exactly a given in this era, you know. Oop. It could be like Metroid that just requires you to draw your own maps. But no, they were kind enough to add a map function. So, Alesta. Super... Oh, I've already forgotten. Power Strike? Yeah. The European exclusive one was called Power Strike 2 for the Master System. Not to be confused with Power Strike 2 for Game Gear, which is a localization of... is it Robo Alesta? I forget. It's one of the Alesta games. It's not Robo Alesta. I said that because I was thinking that, but it's not that. I know that it's not that. Good. Tony is promising to discuss more about Drill Dozer. Oh my goodness. What just happened? Let's rewind. That's not my rewind button. Where's my rewind button? I haven't set one up. Hold on a tick. Your fortune can change so quick. That one. Rewind. Yeah. Cheating. I love cheating. Okay. Oops. I'll save. I'm not sure when I save, but I have saved now. Yes, indeed. Tell me about it, Tony. Oh, I guess you don't have to, but he's talking about how he goes so far back with Nova. I guess it's none of my business, but dang. But yeah, Drill Dozer is cool. It's got its shortcomings, which I did talk about. I don't know. I'll publish it all in a review eventually on my blog, written review. But yeah, good. It's got an interesting core mechanic and it iterates on it pretty well over the course of the game. See, it just opened straight away there. Well, how come that didn't happen in the last one when I had to shoot it a bunch of times? Maybe I didn't have to shoot it a bunch of times. Maybe I just needed to approach it the right way. I'm so confused. More fish? Come on, I'm expecting more variety from this game. Hopefully, when I get to another place? I don't know. It's weird. It's all the same. Is it supposed to be this way? Maybe it is. Maybe that's why the manual doesn't have that much variety in monsters. I just figured it was hiding some of them. Well, okay, that's fine. If the game's just going to be the same content kind of recycled over and over, I don't feel as bad about cutting it short when I run out of time and energy on this stream. So I look forward to that, but in the meantime, we'll keep going for a bit. Haven't even been going an hour yet. What happened? I got a score threshold, it looks like, and that restored my health, maybe? Man, there was a screenshot in the manual with an enormous life bar, and I really want to get to that point because I need more health. Always. Oh, this is brutal. This one's much faster. Did I get that thing? Oh, the evil killer rays. Woo! Try again. Gibbon says he found a great fan site. TheGuardianLegend.com. Pretty interesting. Does it cover the original Gardic game on MSX as well? As I said, this game is not on its own, it's a sequel. I couldn't tell you the plot of the original game. I think the plot is you're a spaceship, go shoot some aliens. This one seems to have a bit more developed backstory and world and stuff. Yeah, like I said, in the manual there's even this cool image of the Nuja Naju, whatever the planet I'm on. How it's got these tunnels all through it and sort of this biomechanical planet. Pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, okay, so it restored my health, and at some point I got a health upgrade, so maybe that just happened then? But it was 10 before, and then I went to 11 just now. Alright, here's the hard bit. Okay, so avoid some fish, but also try and shoot the eye, so it stops shooting little squids at me. Okay, I think that's dealt with. Oh, it's back! Stay back, fiend. And I'm going so fast, I can't even react to hit those item boxes to get health refills. Brutal. Woo! Okay, so Gibbon's watching some YouTube videos, and the flight portions do change up the scenery at some point. I don't know how many there are. I mean, this is corridor 12. It was the only one that seemed to be open to me. I'd gladly go check out another one if it was available, but it was the only one flashing on the screen. Maybe there's like hidden ones you can find, I don't know. I should have got that item box. Anyway. Oh, okay, 20 corridors in all. This is my third one, I think? Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, what? Okay, so according to Gibbon, one of the sites he has open says that in the ending of the original Gardic... Yeah, I leveled up as I died. That's interesting, overlapping stuff. You can make some good glitches in some games with overlapping death with other effects, but apparently I didn't manage to get a permanent invincibility state or anything this time. Yeah, so the original Gardic, one of the endings says, that wasn't the real mothership, we'll have to create a new, more powerful Gardic, which is presumably the robot guardian thing, to explore this one we just discovered, which then leads to the events of this game. Now it's interesting that it would lead directly into this because, as I said, in Japan this is labeled a Gaiden, a side story. But I guess if it's kind of just repeating the story of the original Gardic in a slightly different setting, it's fair enough. Corridors. Reminds me of X, actually. More like Escape, really. But anyway. It's neither here nor there. Yeah. So, hang on. I don't know if we've, like, firmly established whether Miria is an android or, like, a robot or a human in a suit. I think the official sources we've talked about so far seem to indicate that it's a robot person. Come on, almost at that score. Give me that health back. Yeah, good stuff. Maybe that's a good place to save. Or maybe I should save that level up until later in the level, when it will do me more good. Well, we'll see. Alright, you know what? Let's kick this guy's ass. Yeah. Great. Okay, my shot's been downgraded, but at least I don't have to worry about dying. Oh, it's back. And it's gone again. But I didn't have enough power to destroy that item box. Curses. When am I gonna get a sub-weapon that heals me? That's what I know. Ah, whoa, this is brutal. Yeah, Gibbon confirming that the sources he's seen agree that Miria is a robot. Well, that's cool. Oh, what was that? Graphical effect. That was the boss. I was right at the boss. I guess we'll have to keep trying. If we got all 100 chips, we can just use the sword a lot of the time. Let's see. What else did we have? That's the slow but powerful one. There's the side shot. I forget what this is. Oh yeah. Side sword. Why don't we use side sword actually? That might be helpful, especially if it's quite powerful, to deal with the eye. So yeah. Stuff. Don't know who the main character of Gardic is. Oh, interesting. So like I said before, Gardic is a single screen shooter, but in between the screens there's something to do. There's a sort of you navigate a labyrinth, says Gibbon. Wasn't paying attention there. Why don't we just rewind? We're almost at that score. The right score. Yes, good. Okay. Almost full health. We'll just slay a few fish. That was a health. Good. Yeah, I don't have to be directly below the eye to shoot it with this side sword. But if we rely on sub-weapons for this stage, just this stage, our main shot will suffer, but that's okay. We'll try and restore our chips in the labyrinth portion. Oh, I just restored them. Fantastic. Oh boy, there's more eyeballs. Ah, nuts. Great. Why don't I save there? We're gonna try it. Alright. Oh great, seriously? Oh, it's this guy again? That's kind of lazy. But now he's red and he shoots more squids. More squidwards. Ooh, I think I got health back there. Ah, that's sprite flicker. Good old Ness. Health, please. Thank you. Oh no, I'm out of chips. Ah, nut bar. Oh, brutal. Okay. I feel good. I think we can do this. Alright, so Gibbon is... Actually, let's do the super cheap method that I used before. Pow, 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 pow. That was working, I think. Okay, yeah. The win screen after the credits in Gardic, Gibbon's quoting it here. Oh, that was bad. I need to set up a little bit. So I'll try that. So the win screen says, great. Oh, it's all in caps, of course. Great! Double exclamation mark. You destroyed all the enemy mothership. Then your mission is completed. Later, you found the writing that tell you the position of the really fortress from the broken base. You developed the new Gardic to destroy the really fortress in the universe. To be continued. So that's beautiful English. And yes, thank you for quoting it verbatim. So yeah, basically, that wasn't the real thing. Go kill the real thing now. Alright, so we got another sub-weapon. What does this one do? Oh yeah, map. Alright, so we're gonna go down and then left. And then up. Still only one key. What's this shot do? Let's find out. Right now. Oh, it's like the top spin from Mega Man 3, I guess. No, it's not. It's not doing anything. Oh, maybe it doesn't attack passively when I get hit. Okay, it makes me top spin when I get hit, and that causes damage, I think, while I have it on. I guess? Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, we're gonna try and recover our chips right now, so... No use, please. No use. No use, do it. Ow! Oh, I'm still doing it. Huh. So I don't know what that weapon is then. I guess we'll try it out in the spaceship part. Later. And no health pickups for poor old me. We're gonna need some health and some chips before we do the next corridor. But not if that happens. Alright, where else can we go? There's a room just here. There might be something special for us. Okay. Should I stay and take on the boss? Ah, it's the crab. That's not too bad. Let's deal with the crab. Ouch! Ooh, I spoke too soon. Ah, teleporting crab. Nasty. Nice. Yeah, getting close. That's the way. Come on. Is my shot so reduced in power? Okay. Ooh, a gun. And a heart. So that gun, you see my attack over there, next to the... Yeah, it gave me an extra gun. So I guess my gun has more power. Marvelous. This is, this is the benefit of exploring. So, to remove the seal for corridor number 2, touch everywhere. Ah, okay, so some of the corridors, how I shot that one a whole bunch of times earlier, it must have been like a secret kind of entrance method, and you can get clues as to different entrance methods. Okay, interesting. This game is like a lot more in-depth than I gave it credit for. And confusing at first, but yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of depth. I like it. I like this game. It's a good game. Too bad it was never followed up on at all. Yeah, Compile seemed to put a lot more effort into their Aleste series, Alesta, which was a more straightforward shmup. Ow, 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 ow. No, stop. Okay, can you give me some help? Yes, they can. And some chips. Lovely. So we're back up to full shot power. And with that extra gun, I should be able to defeat enemies better or quicker. Ooh. Was that a sub-weapon? No. It was some arrows. I don't see that in the manual. There are names for the different weapons. Oh wait, here it is. Consecutive firing powers up your standard weapon. So the gun raises attack power, yep. Energy tank fills energy. Heart fills energy partially. The blue and red circles are just for energy chips or power chips. Blah, 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 blah. Oh wow, okay. So all these blocks, they're actually pyramids. I mean, they kind of look like pyramids, but the manual specifically says they're pyramids. Yellow pyramid, destroying these will give you a higher score. So they're just there to be a score up. I wonder how long my rapid fire lasts. Because it certainly has increased the speed, and yeah, took out that carrot really easily. Stupid carrot. So red pyramids are indestructible. Blue pyramids indicate an entrance to the different passages and rooms. Use your weapons to break through. So yeah, why not? Check out what's down here. And green pyramids, ooh, shop. I will sell only one of these to you. Only one? Now I read that there's a glitch about this. Well, I already have this, so I don't need that. Health, I hope that's a health upgrade and not a health. Oh, I don't have enough, of course. I need to increase my chip maximum, and then it'll use all my chips to buy something. But I already have the rapid fire. And, yeah, I don't know. See, it's all in the manual. If I'd taken the time, I wouldn't have been as confused as I am. Anyway, let's see. So what's the one that raises... Oh, okay, so the blue face thing, the blue lander, the little character. That's the one that gives you more maximum energy. And the red one gives you more maximum chips. Chips. Now I want chips. Ooh, interesting. Multi-screen maze features. Okay. Oh. It just opens up here. Okay. Yeah, this rapid fire is kind of lasting. I like it. Alright, so left and up. Or up and left. Oh, no, right and down. I forget which one's me and which one's the boss. Alright. Ow! Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this boss anymore. So let's explore over to the left and see what we can find. Get out here, you tech-type things. Health, good. But I still need more. So, Alesta, I might even actually play some later. I was thinking maybe pairing this game with an Alesta game, but this one is substantial enough to carry a whole stream on its own for sure. Save, please. But yeah, it does fit my stream theme because some of them, I don't know how many actually, but some of them feature a woman as the main character. The first one, you're a dude, but like in the sequel you play as his daughter. And then there's other ones, there's spin-offs, it's ports on other platforms and such. Let's use our rapid fire to clear this guy out of the way. Yeah. There's even these two spin-offs, so I think I mentioned earlier that one of them was released only in European markets. I might not have actually mentioned that, but now I am. See, that was the blue face I was talking about, and my health went up, so yummy. Hang on a sec. Alright, so back this way. Easy peasy. Excellent. Let's do this. I'm ready for the boss. With my rapid fire, with my full health. And with whatever's in here. Chips. Don't need them. Oh, I upped my chips. When did that happen? Well, I got 150 now. So... Oh, this is corridor 2. I have to touch all the corners, right? Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, hint person. I like this game. Alright, yeah, so Alesta, a lot of the games in the series are your basic sci-fi shmup kind of thing, but there's these two spin-offs that have a different setting. One of them, you're in feudal Japan, but there's also giant robots, and you're in like this ninja robot. It's pretty interesting. It's called Musha, M-U-S-H-A, like as an acronym or whatever. It stands for multi-use, like shooting humanoid. I don't know. I forget. It was dumb. But I think that's probably just the localized title. The Japanese one probably makes more sense. Yeah, so it's kind of a weird mash-em-up of robots and ancient Japan, which I found pretty interesting. And I think you're a woman in that one. Yeah, I think you are. It starts with this whole like wordy introduction about Japanese history, and of course Oda Nobunaga's there because it's that kind of game in that era. I'm doing really well on this stage, and I think it's because of the rapid fire. I hope I can hold on to that, because it's making this game a lot more manageable. In fact, why don't we try and get through this without using any sub-weapon chips? Health, please. See, the exploration pays off. We got health up, we got rapid fire. Yeah, so Mucha was actually on the Mega CD, so it's got like fully voiced intro cutscene. And I think there's voices in other cutscenes too. Okay, is this going to be the same fish again? Oh, it's different. It's a big prawn or something. Like a lobster? That spits out extra claws? That's pretty bizarre. Yeah, so that's a thing. The other one that has a different kind of setting to the sci-fi spaceship setting is Strike Force 2 on the Master System, which I did bring up before. Eep. It was exclusively released in Europe for some reason. Not even in its native Japan. Oh, cool, another key, and this one looks like a fishhook. So I guess the area that I started in was like a hub, and there were lots of these different symbols all over the place. But I specifically went to a certain one where there was a lot more of that one moon symbol, because I got the moon symbol and it let me explore more. Alright, I've already got that, but... Oh, it's been powered up! Beautiful. Weapon power 2. Now it uses more chips, but it'll be more powerful. So that is called the Saber Laser, by the way. A rod-shaped weapon that sticks out in the direction you are facing. Thank you, Manual. And thanks, Gibbon, for saying good job. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, hang on. Let me try that again. Taking a drink during a transition, getting ambushed. Silly me. I really hope this rapid fire lasts forever. Because it's making my life easier. I mean, it could be one of those things that, like, because I'm using save states, I'm not intended to survive this long, and you're supposed to die and, like, have to start again, get more things. But hey, nuts to that. I am a modern gamer, and I don't have to play games the way they're intended. Die carrot. Yeah. Yeah, so Power Strike 2 I was talking about. It's set in the 1930s, but an alternate 1930s. The intro crawl goes through this. It's like kind of a Porco Rosso thing. It's like a between the two wars in Europe, in Italy, but there's like super... Oh, okay, here we go. You know what? I don't need any of these, but I could get this to upgrade this. Why don't I just do that? We'll get more chips eventually. And I still have rapid fire. That's cool. So yeah, we'll recover our chips as we go. And yeah, it's been powered up, so if I ever have to use it, it'll be better. Cool. Upgrades. All the others were kind of optional. The other two things were kind of optional things that I don't need, because I already have the rapid fire, and I don't need it. So yeah, Power Strike 2 for Master System. It's like after the war, all the pilots became pirates. It really is a Porco Rosso thing, isn't it? I just thought of that, but yeah, it's totally just that. But yeah, they also have high-tech super spaceships, not just like biplanes of the era, but they have sort of steampunk upgraded technology. I'm not going the right way. We need to get out of this area, get to a different area. So that looked really interesting, and I kind of wanted to play it after this or something. But like I said, this game's enough. Also, your character in that is actually specifically said to be a man, at least on the back of the box art. So on the back of the box. Didn't find a manual scan, but the back of the box has a blurb that's like, the pilot straps on his gear and takes off and blah blah blah. So I was like, oh, I want to be ladies. I want games where I'm a lady. So no go, not today. Yes, full chip restock. Thank you. Now I'm a bloody alien killing machine. Like literally, because I'm a robot. No! Cicadas. Evil mutant cicadas. Ow. I call them that because they're like the same color as cicada shells, but really an actual cicada is black. I don't need your saving, bro. In fact, I don't need this laser saber either. So yeah, that's the blue lander that we were talking about earlier. Common element in other compile games, supposedly. Alright, where are we going? Straight down. I can do that. Aha, the fishhook. Maui. I really loved Moana. It was a great movie. Too bad it never got a tie-in game. Yeah, so here we are, as promised. We're in a completely different environment now. I think Blaster Master does this kind of thing too. But yeah, as Given said, there will be different places to go and things to look at. And it seems that that's tied to the area of the hub that you're in. There's no like explicit distinction on the map or anything, but yeah, going through that teleporter took me to a different looking area, and presumably the dungeon areas will look quite different as well. All right, so let's get some health and then head over to those bosses. Ow. No. I said get health, not lose health. Okay. Maybe that's enough. Let's be safe and fill it completely. And you'll notice the music is different too, which is nice. I'll just stop shooting for a second. Oh, no I won't. Because there's nasties afoot. There we go. Oh man. Just when I was trying to enjoy the music, mini-boss theme. Ah! What? Oh man, that's tough. Oh gosh. Right, that was tricky. We might need a sub-weapon for that one. Let's try the side sword, which is also called the cutter laser. One saber laser appears on each side of you, left and right, according to the manual. Dead, yeah. Whenever I die, take a drink, I guess? I've just turned this into a drinking game. I know I will. Of water. Ow. 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 Oh, that was horrible. Instead of that, we'll rewind. So we'll go back to here. And then save. Hope I haven't trapped myself in here for death. Alright, so what's this one do again? Ooh, that's a fast shot. Pow. So much for that. We'll try the upgraded saber laser. Try and get some damage on before we die. Woo. How about the rotating shot? Yeah, this way I can run around and avoid it and still get some damage in. As long as the hitbox aligns properly. Come on. It really looks like it should be doing a lot better than it is. Alright. Alright, so we'll switch to that. I think that's a good bet. I could try this one that didn't seem to work earlier. It's not doing anything. Alright. Yeah, I'll use that one. So I guess the story is, I'm going back to what Gibbon was saying about Gardic before. How you have the plane, but you don't have the human form. Maybe in that other, like, maybe we could tell the nature of the, like, structure of the spaceship thingy. So we didn't need a plane that could turn into a human in that. Whereas when we found out about this one, we thought, oh, there's bits that are sort of human sized, so it'd be better if they could transform into a human to walk around, and that's why they did that. So yeah, that explains it, I guess. The structure did not demand that we use that kind of mechanism. Oh my goodness, this is so brutal. Maybe I'm just not ready. But I am. I'm here, so I must be ready. This was like the only way I could go, right? I could have gone left up there instead. I wonder if I can just rewind. To before I came on the screen. There is like a rewind limit, but the rewind even goes through my save states. Yep, it's too far. So I'm stuck here until I beat this thing. Or get game over. What else? How about the slow moving one? Yeah, because I could like run away and then turn around and go boom and then still run away. It's cutting it fine though. It's so fast. I just don't know how to get away. What did this one do? Oh, that's like a homing one. Or no, it just moves somewhere. That's kind of working. If I just keep running in circles, I think I could probably avoid this thing. I don't feel like I'm doing a whole heck of a lot of damage though, so I think this one is probably better. Yeah, certainly getting more hits. Alright, I think that's the method. That's our technique. Just go and use the diagonals and get out of its way. Oh. Okay, go. This is definitely the right thing to do. Okay. So it's sort of bouncing, but I don't know, I feel like I could have used a shadow to give a better indication of when it's going to land and the movement, etc. Ow. Okay, don't run directly up from it because it bounces and that increases its vertical velocity thingy, whatever. Seems like each hit takes 3 of my chip, but yep, finally beat it. Oh! Extra shields, and I'm going to take less damage. Excellent. That is just what I needed. Man, that was tougher than like a lot of the other bosses in the game. And yeah, the red guy increased my maximum chips. Beautiful. Ah, look at that. That's amazing. The shot's gotten wider. This is great. Yeah, let's take on a boss now. I became much more powerful after beating that thing and getting a red lander. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. I guess I can't go directly there. I have to go around. Well, let's check out what's down here first then. Man, having a map is so useful. Did Zelda 1 have a map? Just asking. Sure. Oh. Saving progress means getting a password in this era sometimes. You didn't always have a battery back save. Zelda 1 had maps and dungeons. Yeah, that's right. But not in the overworld. And I feel like I could have used it in the overworld. Let's shoot some shellfish. Don't be so shellfish. Yes, full health upgrade. Full health refill, I should say. I don't really need anything. Nothing that these boys will give me. So we're really just looking for landers. Or maybe one of those. Whoa! I think that improved it again. Ah, I should go back to that other guy, to that other shop and get another rapid fire. That's wonderful. Wait forever. Seal for number 3 will be removed. What are you doing here? Do not wait here. Good stuff. Alright, so this is an Earthbound puzzle, is it? Yeah, I think that rapid fire has added a layer of rapidness to my fire. Of course, going back would mean backtracking, and I don't want to do that. Not until I'm really in a bind. Ooh, more mini-boss action. See, there's no walls labelled on these maps, so that's a confusing aspect. These aren't very threatening. I suppose when they split and start moving is when you're going to get damaged, but I can kind of take them out before that happens. I got a new weapon, EE-20. It's different. Use chip 0. Okay, so it has a different ammunition. Don't know how to refill it, but we might try it at the next boss or something. Yeah, Zelda 1, I didn't really like it. I never really played the NES version, or the FDS version, for that matter. Which is superior because it has more instrument channels in its sound mix, so you can get better music, or at least music with more samples, more channels. I don't know what that was, but I played the BS version, the Satellaview sort of remake. It's like the All-Stars version. If you are familiar with Super Mario All-Stars, this was that for Zelda 1 on the 16-bit Super Nintendo instead, so it had the better graphics and the better music. But still no map in the overworld. Had to rely on guides. Huh. I guess... What's going on here? Maybe you can only get to those corridors like right from the start, but if you want to get more powerful, you go through the rest of the place. Yeah, it seems that way. Alright. So backtracking then. Let's go. Cool robot. Okay, so just left from here. Yes. So we're going to do 2 corridors in a row, and hopefully we don't lose too much health. I guess we can just go out and refill if we need to. Super transformation sequence, go! This seems familiar. The intro stage had enemies like this. But yeah, all this jungle area is sort of on the interior of the planet, I guess. Yeah, so we got plants spitting seeds, we got little spaceships, and some kind of crystal things, and these jobbies. Energy orbs? I don't know. Oh, a dinosaur! Nice! That's cool. And remember, the blue orb is not a power-up. Do not fly into it. You will take hit scan damage. Ow, 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 ow! Ah! Oh, that's just mean. Okay, note to self. Try and take out that red plant thing if I see it. Dinosaurs! So yeah, having the X and Y coordinates down there on the screen UI is an interesting feature, maybe as kind of a pseudo mini-map. Like, you can just check it if you want to get an idea of where you are, but it also requires some kind of memorization of what the map looks like. A lot more useful to have the actual map there. Oh, missiles. Homing missiles. I like that you can still get health refills during the boss. Very friendly. Oh yeah, sub-weapons. Why don't we try... Because I've yet to see this work. Ah! So it doesn't do anything in overhead sections, but when I'm here, it's a laser thing. In fact, it's called the... hang on. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I cannot see it in the list of weapons. Maybe it's the hyper laser. Very powerful laser. You can't use this weapon when you're walking in the labyrinth. See, once again, it's all in the manual. Alright, why don't we try bullet shield? No, that's not it. Multi-bullets. Fires bullets in the direction you're facing. Now that I've powered it up, I'll see what the difference is. As soon as the boss spawns above me. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, so it's just... yeah. Bullets. But I can combine it with my other shot and do some extra damage. Alright, let's keep going with normal shot. Now that I'm on 200 chips, it really has expanded its power and range. Not range, but, you know, stuff. Things. Bullets. Lots of them. Pow, pow, pow. Bam, bam, bam. Come on, you can't have much health left at this point. It's not too difficult, it's just a bullet sponge, this one. Damage sponge. I guess I don't get many hits in each of its phases. Why don't we use our upgraded saber shot? Saber laser. Try and get some big damage while it's vulnerable. Now! Yeah. Because it seems to be dropping a lot of red chip refills, so that's nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have sat inside its hitbox there. Ah! No! Aww. That's pretty cheap. Hooray! Ooh, yes! More armor, thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. Why don't we just go straight to the next one? We'll get some chip refills while we're in there. Corridor 3. Okay, so this is the one that said wait forever. Oh, I don't know how it said. Did it say forever? Ah, but I have a speed up key. Yeah, so in Earthbound there's this puzzle, quote unquote, where you have to tell the secret password to get through like a waterfall into a secret base. And the password, quote unquote, is to say and do nothing for 3 minutes. And that was much less than 3 minutes just now, but yeah, you have to put your controller down and just go away. Come back in 3 minutes. Don't be tempted to touch it again, because your counter will reset. So we're getting some different enemy types, that's nice. Don't know what these things are supposed to be. Oh, giant mushrooms, nice. And my chips have gone back up, and my health is full. I'm feeling good, feeling fine. I feel like Sigma Star Saga was like, your performance in the shooting stage was really heavily affected by your stats, and it kind of could take a while to level up your stats, so you often could feel overwhelmed. But I think, like, after the first sort of half hour of this game, I became powerful enough that I feel pretty good about it. But the enemies are also scaling up in power, but I feel like I'm keeping pace with them. So as long as I keep exploring and getting the upgrades, and I really like how your main shot is also tied to your sub-weapon energy. That's an interesting dynamic. You can use them, you can use the sub-weapons for power and utility, but you'll lose your basic shot by doing so. Yeah. It actually rewards me for being a miser on my consumable items, like I usually am in games. So I like that. Alright, that's another one of the brain eyeballs. Brain balls. They got a lot of brains and they got a lot of chutzpah. Yes, I quote Futurama. Oop, this one's a little bit tougher to avoid. I said that the last one was too easy, but this one has proven me wrong. I'm not sure if I saved, but yes. Now I definitely have. So yeah, I'll just focus on not getting hit and just rely on my basic shot here. Ah, screw that. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to rely on this one, since it's upgraded. Oops. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll do it this time, like I said. Pow, pow. Oh, right. That's right. When I'm moving to the side, it shoots to the side. So, yeah, using this a lot trickier than I thought. What else have I got? The laser thingy. It uses a lot of chips, so I assume it's powerful. Oop. Too bad the boss is also powerful. I have 2 shields. 3 shields, even. Let's see. I now have 40 of these, so I guess I got more. Oh yeah, I think I saw a pickup from it in the last dungeon stage. Oh, it's a bomb. It just damages everything on screen. Okay. It also removes his projectiles. Well, yeah, the small ones, not the big ladder ones. Let's not just waste that. Now that I know what it does, I feel okay. Okay. So get a bit closer. Pow! Saber laser! Yee. Alright, let's go back to the original plan. No use. If I stay down the bottom, ouch. It seems to sort of charge up and spit one out slowly, but then 3 come in a row, or 2? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 1 comes out slowly and then 3 rapidly, I think. I don't know. I think this is a sound strategy, as long as I keep my wits about me. Well, I'm a little disappointed to see reused bosses, but, you know, it's being a hybrid. The focus isn't on being an excellent shooter, it's on having these two gameplay styles that work together, and I think it really does a good job at that. So yeah, it's successful in that sense. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this game, actually. And thanks for recommending it, given although it was already on my list, but you definitely pushed it ahead in the queue. And I said a few times, oh, I'm going to play this next week, but then I decided to do something else instead. So finally came home to roost. Oh boy. What's the time? Alright, maybe I'll beat this guy, see what next area looks like, and then finish up. Oh, there we go. Finally. No health left, but I did get the sauna key. Woohoo, yeah. Stuck on that one for a little bit. Alright. Boom, boom, bam, bam. Thank you for the health. And yes, I definitely recommend using the manual if you're thinking of playing this game. So now that I have a key, I can go back to the central hub area, and yes, it's showing me what's the next place I can go, so that's good. So we'll head over there, and then, yeah, stuff, like I said. Maybe... Yeah, so the blue and the red orbs, they're supposed to refill your chips. Maybe when you're at max chips, they give you health instead. I've been trying to figure out why they were doing that, but maybe that's how it works. I mean, the other thing we could do is skip right ahead to the final boss, and with max upgrades and everything, and see what a super-powered lady robot can do. Okay, all the way around the outside. So yeah, we'll see what this next area looks like, and my voice has held up surprisingly well over the course of this. That's nice. Yeah, so this is the thing. I was wandering around this area for ages, trying to figure out what everything meant, but yeah, it's nice now that I have a... Oh, that was telling me about the shop. Let me see what it says. Oh, there was another rapid fire right there. So easy. There is a round creature in this room. It will give you items in exchange for power chips. Well, where is it? Doesn't look like there's one in this room. Oh, this room. Yeah, why not? We'll get that. Always a chance to upgrade. Oh, another one. Okay, so this room means this set of rooms. And another one. Why not? Let's do it. Let's buy as much as we can. Alright, we'll get some more chips and go back for that other thing. Very exciting. So I've just upgraded the backfire. Fires bullets to left and right behind the Guardian. And I've gotten for the first time the wave attack. Fires an energy wave in front of the Guardian. You can shake the wave in the passages. I think the passages means the dungeons. Oh, I have no chips, of course. Alright. We need stuff. No, let's not grind. That's not entertaining. Let's head over to the next area. Like I said, I won't be playing much longer after this, so it doesn't matter what I buy. Man. Maybe I'll just keep playing this game later. It's a super interesting game. It looks like there'll be maybe 4 or 5 more areas to find. Oh yeah, Gibbon did say earlier there were 20 corridors, right? But there are only 2 in the last area. Oh, new enemy. Whoa, creepy. And powerful. You know, I'm thinking about the box art again. just looking at the character sprite, I would say that the PAL version box art is probably the closest to representing what we can actually see here. And you can sort of see the ship design kind of upside down on her back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so some more of these. Oops. No, I need those blue things. So watch out. Oh, they disappeared. I should have picked them up. Oh well. See you, blue dude. Oh yeah, I will check that out. Given says he linked the Japanese manual scans. Where did you find them actually? If I can verbally say it for any viewers to look up themselves. Yeah, he says it's got character artwork and stuff. Even the US manual has some artwork of enemy characters. And of course the picture of the weapon, or the planet thingy, the Naju, and yeah, is it Naju? I forget. So he's linking to a site called videogameden.com/fc.htm, which is Famicom, I suppose. And then !GUA, so that'll be Guardian, I guess. So yeah, check that out. Japanese scan. In fact, I'm going to click on it real quick myself so I don't miss it. Wow, why is that so zoomed in? Something's wrong here. Oh, okay. This page isn't loading properly. Well, I'll figure that out later. Back to the game. Yeah, I was pretty curious about that other 1930s steampunk thing. Seal 4 cannot be removed. I think I goofed up when I sealed it. Asked for help from the round creature several times. That's funny. I think they've done pretty well with the translation here. It's all been fairly clear within the game itself and what's going on. More or less. Oh boy. I need me and my chips back. So I said I would get to this area and see how different it was, but it's really just another jungle. That's a little disappointing. But I guess the first two other worlds I was in were aquatic. Alright, the blue guy has upgraded my health and completely refilled my chips. I love you, blue guy. Oh, I should mention the blue guy to that one person. There was someone who on Twitter had drawn pixel art versions, all in the same style, of all the blue blob type protagonists that they could think of. And there was more than you think. I wish I could remember what the person's name was, but I don't. Ow! Those lasers are just appearing out of nowhere, that's not fair. Oh, creepy. Got giant mouth things spitting mushrooms at me. Okay, what do you think they look like? I'm saying their mouths. Ah, evil lobster. Laser lobster. That's my priority because they're dangerous. Trust me. focus. Oh, the mushrooms. Ooh, alright. Oh, that's new. That's just like a spaceship, but it has a big laser. Not too hard to avoid. Homing rockets are a bit of a problem, but they don't do too much damage. Ah, it changed color. The video game logic says that that means it's taken damage. Oh! Oh! That's new. Oh, 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 oh. No, no, no. Ooh, wow. That was amazing. Let's go back to just before we took all that damage. Okay, so we'll leave that on that side of the screen. Try and avoid this constant laser. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Wow. Good place to save, I think. I managed to snag a quick health there. Ah, thank you, Saber Laser. You're my best friend. Hooray! It's another corridor down, and we're coming up on 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter that super cheaty password to get to the end of the game. Oh, yay! Happy lander. Alright, so I'll save there. And somehow well, there was a save point back here, right? I could probably do it from the start menu as well, or like the title menu. Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll get into this safe spot. I will do. Save current game. And then I will reset. And I will enter my... Oh, there's another fan site Gibbons found. Detailed info about enemies and bosses and such. shmups.com/Guardian Legend. So there's another one to check out. And I'll click that link myself right now. But here in my other tab, I've got the super password. Start game at final area with max abilities. I'll take that offer. So, okay, press start to begin. No. Yes? Password continue, of course. Oh wow, so many umlauts. Oh, but they're all just lowercase. What's fur and buh? Oh, forward and back, gotcha. I thought it was French and Brazilian. Okay, small J, this may take a while. Strap yourselves in for some awesome pulse pounding text entry. Field G M small E. Oh, is that an L or an I? Good golly. I'm gonna say that's a big I. Damn fonts that can't distinguish between small L and big I. English is just the worst. Exclamation mark, I got one of those. 4. No 1, 2, or 3. Avoiding ambiguous characters, or just no space. Alright, we got that far. G. Big X. Q. Big Z. Little J F I. Big E. VP. H9. Small x. Big D. Small p. Big C. Beautiful. 9999 chip. 999999 score. All weapons at level 3, so that's the max. Got 4 shot power and 7 shield. All the keys and 255 bombs. And even weapons that I haven't used yet, so great. Whoa, my normal shot is amazing. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I'm glad that happened. Okay, I don't think that's gonna happen again. Okay, let's get over there and let's finish this game. All cool, no problems here. No games freezing here. Woohoo. Okay. Yes, you failed. Najun. Okay, just over here. I seem to be moving faster as well. I have the final key. Corridor 21. Okay, didn't need a key, but that's alright. Alright, final level. Oh, hold on a sec. I just realized I was checking that secret code and I didn't check back on chat. So I'm back on chat now. Given is convinced that the final boss is Mother Brain, or rather, he can't be convinced that it's not. And he says the same about Blaster Master, by the way. There's a Mother Brain in that, and he says that's Mother Brain from Metro as well. Which, you know, fair enough. Whoa, here we go. Bosses as normal enemies. Interesting. But I have lots of health and lots of shield, and I can take you down with my immensely powerful weapons. Let's see. Oh, okay. There was a 0, 1, 2, and 3. It was up with the capital letters. Didn't look bad. So this also serves as a boss rush, so we'll get to see bosses that we missed during the game. Here is a squid thing. Gibbon says, in my defense, the Mother Brain in Blaster Master is actually named Mother Brain in the game. Yes, can't be denied. And it is a big brain. So yeah. Alright, let's check what this shot does. Oh yeah, cool. That is a homing ring thing. That's pretty cool. We haven't seen this one either. So that's... Okay, it's a circly thing that moves up from me. Fully powered up saber. It looks exactly the same. I didn't try this one either. And that can be aimed. That's interesting. Man, I have so many chips, but the weapon use doesn't seem to have removed any. Maybe I just have infinite. Alright, well I might as well put a powerful chip on and just spam it then. What's a good one? That one seemed pretty good. Yeah. Now this is pod racing. Oh, okay. Gibbon was watching a video of Gardic and they were using this same weapon, so it seems that some of the weapons and stuff have carried over from that game too. I wonder if any enemy designs have been reused as well. That's something I will not find out. Oh wow, that's a lot of eyes. Let's stop the sprite flicking for a minute just to appreciate that design. Alright, now let's kill it. Oh wait, I'm taking damage. Yikes. I have to be more careful. It seems that my chip number is just not going down at all, which is fine and dandy with me. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, don't stay inside the boss's hitbox. Here, please. Me. Oh, I see. It's losing eyes as the battle goes on. Oh, and now it's throwing its eyes at me. This is like Mr. Nuts all over again. Ah, full health. Thank you. How exciting. Yes. Alright, back to full health. And still no loss of chips. Ah, see, this time it's blue. This time it's red and it's firing blue missiles. Totally different. I like being able to use any weapon as many times as I want. And those little crystal things are just constant. I think a lot of this boss's missiles are despawning thanks to all the sprites on the screen. I think that is happening. Maybe I could choose a more powerful weapon. It's got good range, but my basic shot already has a lot of range. Why don't we go for the side saber? Just for the utility. Gibbon says, you think Grimgrin has a lot of eyes? Wait until the eyeball boss shows up. Oh, was that the end? Was that the final boss? No. That drone thing? Come on. What's next? Is the final boss just a boss rush? This seems like an ending cutscene. Yep, the thing's blowing up. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. No unique final boss. Oh, crap. Crap doodles. Man, did I speak too soon. Even put my controller down. Alright, everything's coming from the top, so let's use... I just like this one too much. I'm gonna use this. I think it's also good for despawning sprites. Gibbon purposely did not warn me about that. Yes, well done. Well played, sir. Alright, we're out in space. Presumably we're gonna see the alien that... Whoa, hello. Hello, ugly. You kissed your mother with that mouth? Dude. Yikes. It's spitting some kind of unique projectile at me. A little rocket thing. Oh yeah, Mother Brain. So this is Mother Brain, maybe. Sure. Yeah, it's got the eye, it's got a big grinning mouth, which Mother Brain sometimes has. Especially in Super. Don't know about the arms, but you know what? We'll give that a pass. Gimme says the shmup site just calls it IT. Presumably it's not Pennywise the Clown. Otherwise, well, I don't know. I could have a turtle on my side. You don't know. I like having lots of health. I don't really have to worry about it hurting me. Yes, so I did indeed get my final climactic confrontation with a unique final boss. Gibbon says he can't find anything that explains what's going on with the aliens. Yeah, I guess they just attacked Naju, I don't know, whatever. They're evil, go kill them, etc. Yeah, okay. You know what I said about my health? But also the boss seems to be taking a whole heck of a lot of damage, given the state of its palette. Yes! Health! Thank you. And it's exponentially increasing its projectile output as well. But I think we can just spam it. Yeah, there we go. Doo-doo-doo. Oh wow, nice. That's a good score. Mission complete. So, I don't know what that is next to her portrait there. Is that like a headband thing? You are the greatest player. Well, I had the greatest password. Nice screen, yeah. Now, see, that doesn't really look much like a robot, I'm just gonna say. But, you know, gynoids, specifically are made to look human, so Yeah, that's a headband with the ear horn thing, says Gibbon. Yeah, that's a common thing, I guess. You see it in various anime and stuff. My beloved Rockman Zero has ear horns. There he is, Moonitani, who Tony was talking about before. That's the head honcho of Compile and also director of many of their games. Yeah, so there's our Miria, the robot who turns into a spaceship. Pretty cool stuff. Robots turning into spaceships. What other things have that trope? I don't know. It's too late to be talking about that. That's the end of the game. There's my password, TGL. So that's the one that gives you straight arcade mode and lets you just play the shooter stages without the labyrinth stages. And your performance in the shooter stages gives you upgrades that you would normally find in a labyrinth. So you still get powered up between dungeons. Yeah, so nothing I'm doing is having any effect, so that might be the end screen. So thanks for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I really liked this one, and I hope it inspires you to check it out as well. Yeah, Compile. They're pretty cool. And I might even play another Compile game in the future. Or maybe not. Who knows? Find out next time. Well, find out, 60 years from now when I'm dead and I haven't played it yet. That's when you know for sure that I won't play it. But in the meantime, I might play it. So anyway, see you next time. Thanks for joining me, and I'm going to press the stop button. Goodbye.